Welcome to Snooty Podcast.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Snooty Lounge Podcast, and I'm here in the Good Life City at Driscoll Park. You clearly can see behind me on this court, and the guy right beside me, man, top-notch hooper, went to the Monroe High School, and let me go ahead and pull out my handy-dandy notes and, punch my man's in. First team All-Region, Albany Herald Offensive Player of the Year, GBCA, GACA 3A, that rhyme by the way, all right, bars. State South Player of the Year, GACA All-Star Selection, led his team to the Final Four in the first time since T. Martin won the championship for the SEC college football. You know what year that was? 1998, you know what I'm saying? Second team All-State, and he's going to East Georgia State commit. Lorenzo, welcome to Snooty Lounge Podcast. Man, I really appreciate you coming in here.
Sure.
So when I name all those awards that I listed right there, like what comes to your mind when, we hear all these accolades about how you hooping on this court?
Like what comes to my mind is just like the hard work that I really put in, like to just earn all that. Like the days, like me just coming in, like before everybody, like before school, just getting shots up, clearing my mind, and like all that hard work just paid off. So I'm just thankful.
Speaking of hard work, man, let's go ahead and work our way through and do this chronologically. So you from the Benny, correct?
Yeah.
So what side of town exactly you from?
West side. I'm from the West.
The West? Okay, yeah. I would expect that. So how was it for you growing up? So did you go to Radiant? What school you went to growing up? Elementary?
I went to Live Oak Elementary.
Where that's at?
Out there, like on Gainesville.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Now I'm a little, as you can tell, I can tell my age. So when exactly did you pick the basketball up? Like when exactly did basketball come to you?
Starting in middle school, I tried out my third grade year, but
what happened?
I got cut. And like what's crazy, like the assistant coach for Monroe this year, like he actually cut me my third grade year.
So okay, well if you could assess yourself, what do you think was your biggest, issue or why you think you got cut in third grade?
I was scared back then. Like,
no shot, you wouldn't take a shot?
Yeah, I was just scared overall.
Okay. So you also said you played football growing up.
Yeah.
So was that the first love, or what position you played when you played football?
I played receiver and DB in middle school for Lee County.
Okay.
Yeah, because I went to Lee County too in middle school.
So what's your fondest memories, hooping in, playing football in middle school at Lee County?
Funnest memories?
Or like a special play or something like that?
That I had got a touchdown, and my quarterback was Ooze Money, the running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ooze Money.
Yeah, shout out to him. And my running back was the defensive lineman for Lee County, Jeremiah McLeod, who at Florida. Yeah. So like I played with all them guys, and like it was just fun, just getting to experiment with them, just playing. Like these are guys that I can call like to this day who like we OD close with. So it was just fun just playing with them guys.
And then honestly, like I see how like I interviewed Matthew and I talked to Jay, doing all these interviews and all that, and all of y'all are really close, like Braden and all of y'all. So how do y'all, stay so close like this, and y'all technically are rivals on the court?
We was close since elementary school. Like we all played together, like against each other in like elementary school. Like it's just crazy, like how everybody played since elementary school. Like then just translate to high school. Right. We still know the same people. Right. So like it's just fun, just getting to know each other. Cause we play AAU ball too for Georgia Go Hard. So that just brought everybody together.
Talk to me about that team. When did you actually start playing
I started playing with them I think it was 7th grade. No, I think it was my 8th grade year. Okay. Yeah, 8th grade year, I started playing with them.
All right, so then, you from the West Side, and you went to Lee County Middle School, but you go to Monroe High School. That's a transition, how did that come about?
I was just trying to find the right fit, because I went to Mary Acres too.
Oh, shout out to Mary Acres, yeah.
I went to a lot of middle schools that was I was just trying to find the right fit for me. And Lee County was like the right fit at the time, so
okay,
I just went there.
Why exactly did you want to go to hoop for Monroe though? I don't think I heard that answer specifically.
Like all my whole family, they went to Monroe, so like I just wanted to carry that legacy and like just put a name out for myself, just come in and just put a name out for myself and just go to Monroe, just be like an alum for Monroe.
So now what we all want to talk about, y'all, we got to talk about this Monroe run and how you had. So you hooped all 4 years at Monroe. So y'all went to the playoffs every year. So how was it, like y'all trying to keep going, just playing far in the season? How was your experience, like not even the senior year, just freshman to junior year? How was it those years here trying to find your game and stuff?
My freshman year, I think we went to the Elite Eight, and like we had a really great team. Like my first year coming in, I thought we was gonna like make it to that state run with them guys, cause we had some tough guys my 9th grade year. Like the boys were nice, and we just couldn't align with that because it was like we had a good team, but the chemistry it was good, but we didn't make enough sacrifice.
Right.
And then my 10th grade year, we were still young, but we had a great team too, but we were still young. And we had one person, Lino Drico, he was a great leader for us that year. He was a real good leader.
And then, your senior year, I'm assuming you're the leader of the team. And I remember in the beginning of the season, it was kind of rough for y'all. So why do you think it was tough at the beginning of the season before y'all flipped it around, like in the beginning of it though?
All right, so like the start, like when we first came off the football field, I think we had lost like 3 games, I think. Yeah,
I'm looking right now. So Doherty first game, Bible Baptist Christian, and then Putnam County. So then y'all beat Terrell 73-37. Yeah. But the game I want to talk about specifically was, and I almost got in a little trouble with that game, was when y'all got that region win against Doherty. Yeah. I kind of feel like that game turned it around for y'all. So what was the feeling of, y'all actually got the win in Doherty? It's tough to go to the east side and get that victory. So how was it for you to actually get that victory right there and then flip the season around?
It's nice, just playing in that environment. And I think the last time we won over there was my 9th grade year.
What?
So that's when we had that squad, my 9th grade year. So it was just like nice just going in there, like just being mentally locked in to just play in like an environment like that. Like when it's loud, it's like everybody going crazy.
And you know how small it is.
And it's small,
Doherty's gym about this big.
Yeah, so it was just like we were just locked in to just fully focus. Yeah. And like another thing was like since my 9th grade year, like we was always talking about like how this team gonna be the one to just do it.
Right.
Cause like we was just jailed in like since our 9th grade year, like since we were playing 9th grade junior varsity, like we was just always talking about this grade year, like 2025, like this is gonna be the class to do it.
Right. And then honestly, I follow most of y'all on social media, and y'all are very close. Just how is it, y'all hoop great together and y'all kick it together? Just talk about the relationship you have with all your fellow players. I had a bunch of seniors on the team this year.
Oh yeah, this is really going back to like the middle school, like how we've been knowing each other. But me, like them guys been knowing each other. I only knew like a little of them, so I was just coming in, like some of them didn't really know me.
Right.
So like I just got close with them guys, just met them guys my first day coming in, and then our relationship, it just got tighter and tighter, and we just, like we willing to fight for each other on the court, like and off the court.
Yeah.
It's just the brotherhood,
Yeah. Speaking of that, I kind of want people to get a feeling of the type of game you have. So if you had to build yourself on 2K, like the type of player you play 2K?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So what is your archetype if you had to build your archetype yourself in 2K? I'm more like Derek Fisher.
I mean, I feel like I could be a two-way player because I play both sides of the ball. So I feel like I would probably be like a two-way playmaker.
And let's go ahead and start talking about this run y'all had. First game was Gilmer. Y'all won 68-43. Then y'all beat Pickens. But I think the game that sticks out to me was when y'all beat Jefferson 73-43. I remember Coach Harper. I know he's kind of reserved, but I never seen him that excited. Just what's the feeling of your coach telling you to be mentally tough and it's working out, and y'all putting B to 8 on teams like that? Oh yeah, and like this goes back to Jefferson. In the past, they had beat us in the Elite 8 game. So, but I wasn't in high school then. It was like 2020, I think. So we knew that like we got to get this team from just getting us in the past. So, and plus like we wanted to win too, so like we can go to the next round. But still, it was like we got to put this team out, like they in aware of our future. So we just had to just play together. Like we played super great that game. Like it was just a lot of fun. Like we just played our hearts out, and like the crowd that came out, like man, it was just so fun. It just felt good just getting that win, like in your home gym. It just felt it felt really great. So that was another thing that just stuck out. Speaking of gyms, I got to go back to that Doherty game, and I got the little controversy. I'm gonna tell you a little controversy I had. because a couple of them got mad at me because I interviewed y'all on the middle of their court. So how was it for you to be able to stand tall and be able to answer questions, in the middle of their gym? I don't think have you ever did that before?
Nah.
So what was that experience like for you to be able to chop it up like that?
That experience was great, cause just coming back on like how they beat us, like I think it was 2 years back to back, like we just fought back, and like those guys, like when they won the region championship that year, like they was in the middle of our court. So like, and we didn't really like that, like we were heartbroken in our locker room when we lost that game, man. And, like it just felt so great to just come back and just fight back and just show that you got heart to teams and just like let them know like you're not gonna give up, like you're gonna come and win, like get this win by like any means necessary. So like it just felt great just standing tall with James, my guy James. We was very happy after getting that win, man. It just felt so great just getting that win in Doherty.
What's your temperament on the court? Are you a Kawhi Leonard, you gonna chill, or are you more like Jalen Rose, gonna chit chat? Like what is your style of like hooping?
I mean, I'm very humble. Like I don't really talk trash. Like even if you talking trash to me, like it just certain buttons that I got that you could push. Like now if you just pushing all the buttons, then I'm trying my best to just embarrass you in front of your people. So
do you got a special move you like? What's you got a favorite like hezzy, or what's your go-to move, or you just figure it out like Kyrie?
I just figure it out like Kyrie. Like whatever the game give me, like I'm just gonna take it. Like I just play in the moments. Like, but I do have a go-to move. It's a hezzy pull that I like, but I'm still mastering it. But like once I get that down pack, it's gonna be scary, man.
Fast. And also, I just got a random question. Would you rather score 50 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, or would you rather have 20 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists?
As a guard,
yeah,
I would take the 20 points to 15 rebounds.
Why is that?
Because if you look at it now, like some coaches like that stick out to players like a guard getting 15 rebounds, and then he can score 20 points, and you said 7 assists?
Yes, sir. So
like that's really like, it's a win-win situation because you getting your teammates involved. You showing people that you can rebound as a guard and you can score at the same time. So that's like, I would take the 20 points, 15 rebounds.
I'm gonna go back to the playoffs. So the morning of that Final Four, and y'all had to travel and all that. Like, what was your thought process of going into that game?
I mean, it was to go in and just win. Like try our best to win and just fight. Like no matter what. We wasn't really worried about the size that they had. We was just coming in, just battling. Just trying to get that win, and we fell short, and it just hurt. In that locker room, we was hurt, man, because we really wanted to get there. So, but our mindset was to just go in and just win at all costs.
And I know you ultimately didn't get what you expected that game, but just talk about the memories that you cherish overall and what you learned about, just your boys and just the team overall for that year.
We had a lot of great memories. Starting off with summer ball.
Yeah.
Man, summer ball was fun, man. Oh my God, it was so fun. Just traveling to Atlanta, just winning, just going down there winning. And that, I think since I've been there, like, that was the first championship that we ever got.
Wow.
Like, cause like we used to go down there previous like years and like we'll lose, but it just felt good to just win that championship for the first time and just go out to eat together, like knowing that we won games. And then what do you think switched it up for y'all this year and y'all actually got there? Was it because y'all seniors now, or what do you think was the biggest factor of why y'all got it this year? Yeah, because of the seniors now, and like I said before, like we was talking about like how class of 2025 gonna be the class to just do it.
Yeah.
So like we was already talking about this, like how our senior year, like we gonna be good, man. Like we gonna get over that hump, like we gonna knock that wall down and just get there. So.
And everybody, this is Snoody Lounge Podcast, and I'm here with Lorenzo Still, Mr. First Team All Georgia. So let me go ahead and pull up. I got somebody wanted me to tell you something. This is Coach Hopper. He said Lorenzo has been a lot to coach. It was great to see him have the senior year he had. He provided great leadership and work ethic, and I'm so happy he's getting the opportunity to make an imprint on another team at the next level. He has tremendous upside, meaning he has so much more room for improvement, and I can't wait to see him grow as a player. When your head coach says it's about you, and you see it right here and right here. So what's your thoughts on your coach giving me so high praise like that? Shout out to you, Coach Hopper, for responding to me in the DMs.
My thoughts on like him just giving me the praises that is like he's seeing me like come in ready to work every day, like as a point guard, as a leader of the team. You know, like he taught me so much, like from my 9th grade year to my 12th grade. You know, like he taught me how to be a man. You know, he taught me how to handle like certain situations, how to have faith, you know, in certain times, or like every time. You know, like, and he just stuck with me, you know, like for the most, the time that he put in with me, like the 5 a.m. Like he would like leave me basketballs so I could come in the morning and just work. Like during school, I could lift weights. You know, like doing conditioning, the way he pushed me, how he pushed me to be first, and every time we run, every time that we live, like he taught me how to be vocal. You know, and he just stuck with me for the long run, and I appreciate that. He was a great coach to me, and like I feel like I could talk about him like with anything. So he's just a great guy to be around. Like I'm really happy that I met him. Like so.
And one thing I always hear from you, him, any player on the team, anybody with Monroe is mentally tough.
Oh yeah.
Mentally tough. Like you said that in the interview that we got. So what does mentally tough mean to you?
It means coming in every day. Like you have to be locked in, like to be mentally, because the stuff that we went through in conditioning, like we was like it made us stronger, like in our minds, not just physically, but like in our minds. You know, like let's say if you're in a close game, you got to be mentally tough to go knock down 2 free throws for your team to win. So like, and like another thing is being mental is just like coming together as a unit. Like y'all have to be on the same page. Like in order for y'all to win. So that's my perspective of just being mentally tough. So
you know, this year, you know, throughout your run, you had a lot of coverage from one station and the other station. So what's it like having multiple news stations coming and cover y'all like game to game? I think we cover y'all the most out of all basketball teams.
Oh yeah, you know, like it feels great to just have like news coverage coming out to basketball games and just, you know, like just preparing us for the future and like how they doing college and basketball, so we could just already get ready for that. It just feels great, you know, like just having, you know, people just come out to your games, just support you and just record it. It just feels great.
33 points in a game. What's it like being in the zone like that? Like being able to score 30 plus?
It's great. You know, when you put in all the work and time, man, it just pays off by itself. But it feels great. You know, like just knowing that you had a great game, like a 30-plus game. Yeah. It just feels great, you know, and just.
And the only time I do that is with my creative play on 2K. So I mean, I can't do that in real life. But speaking of transitioning, you had to choose a college. I ain't gonna cap. I was following your stories to see where you was gonna go, but ultimately you chose East Georgia. Yeah. So I'm gonna call you not East Atlanta Sits, so East Georgia Sits, something like that. I don't know. I gotta get my jokes right. But what ultimately made you choose to go there?
You know, like I just chose them because I feel like it's a great fit for me for now, and like the campus is nice. Like the way they style of play, like I could just come in and just make my impact on my first 2 years there. And like I just feel like it's gonna be a great year. Like my first year and second, like the years that I stayed, I'm gonna make the best out of myself with them. So I'm just ready to just come in and just ready to work, you know, not expecting no handouts, just coming in, manning up and just being ready to work.
Speaking of ready to work, you're also gonna be working in school too. Let the folks know what you're gonna be studying and why exactly you chose that.
You know, like I'm gonna be studying in engineering, and the reason why I chose that because one day, like a ball, it might stop bouncing for certain people. So you can always have a second option in college, and you can just live with that and just, you know, like just make the best out of that.
For sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and transition and get your basketball knowledge. What's your favorite basketball team?
To my all time? Or?
Just NBA or just, you know, whatever. Or do you follow players?
My favorite team, but I mean, I don't know my favorite team right now, but I like the Bucks, but Dame got hurt, so.
Right. Okay.
But I don't think they're gonna make it far in the playoffs.
Who do you think is gonna win the NBA championship?
NBA championship?
Yes, sir.
I feel like Boston might go back to back.
Boston again?
I feel like.
Okay.
I feel like.
I do agree with you. That is a good shout. But honestly, I'm rocking with Denver. I think Denver's gonna be the team that's gonna take it this year. Also, I want to get your thoughts on the Anthony Davis and Luka trade. Like, where was you at, and what did you think of when that trade officially went down?
I was with my cousin and my auntie house at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just like Luka going to the Lakers and like AD. It was just crazy to me because like it was a crazy trade that, you know, like it was just crazy. Like you give up your best player,
Yes.
and like you just send him somewhere else. I mean, AD is a good player, but he's not playoff like trustworthy. He injury prone, so you can't really depend on him. But
2020 when we got that bubble ring, my boy.
I mean, but you gotta like this is a player that led you to the NBA finals. Like
fact.
Luka, like he took them to the finals, and like for y'all just to throw him out like that.
Yeah, they're talking about he undisciplined and like to drink beer or whatever. But if you're gonna drink beer and put up the most points ever in the playoffs, average, yeah, I think I'm gonna take that boy Luka.
Yeah.
But I also want to get you. Would you consider yourself more of a point guard or a shooting guard?
I would say point guard.
So if you could list me your top 5 point guards of all time, you don't have to put in an order or whatever like that. If you want to, you can, but list me just your top point guards of all time.
All right, so you know, for one, you gotta go with Steph.
He know. Okay, keep
2,
going. I approve.
I'm gonna go with Magic Johnson.
I approve.
I'm gonna go with.
I think you're gonna go with this.
I like Kyrie. I like. I'm gonna say Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas and. I'm trying to find.
See, I don't even want to put no names out. I want him to generally get this name out because it's 2 names I'm thinking that I know what you thinking. Shout out to Gabe behind the camera too, but he got us. He got to give us one more point guard.
I'm gonna say Westbrook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, and I think a lot of people may be saying out the rip when they see this that Chris Paul is off this list. So what was the reason of putting Westbrook over Chris Paul? Because I don't know who you was going through your mind, but what's the Westbrook over Paul? I'm kind of interested.
In my opinion, Westbrook, if you look at his prime, like when he was with OKC, like I feel like he was a way better player than Chris Paul was. Cause I mean, Chris Paul could just, he was a coach at the time, like on the floor, but Westbrook was, he was a better rebounder, better pass. Well, I wouldn't say better passer, but like he was getting like averaging triple doubles, dropping 50 points. So
right.
And plus like the way like he just be aggressive, like the way he just play, like that's another reason why. So
did you study NBA from like 80s and like to now?
I mean, I studied some of it. Yeah.
So like, do you think like the physicality of how they played back then and how players is now? Like, how do you feel on people arguing era to era? Like, LeBron better than Jordan, but 2 different eras. What is your thoughts on just that argument per se?
I mean, back then, like in the 80s and the 90s, like you could actually like foul.
Yeah. And
like you could actually like bowl people and like hit and like actually play basketball. Like nowadays, if you just hit somebody like this and just
I'm gonna flop.
Yeah, like they gonna call it. Like it was different. I mean, the era we in now, like we got some talent in the NBA. Like it's a lot of talent. But back then, if you put those players back then with like you getting bowled every single, like the game when Michael Jordan played the Pistons, like he was getting beat up every play. Like for somebody to just go through that every play and still win.
Right.
That he just great. Yeah, he great.
So if you could play in any era, would you want to play in throwing them bowls era, or would you want to play in the pillow area now?
I want to play in the throwing the bowls area.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it would be like great, cause like that just bring your manhood out,
right.
And like that just gonna show you like if you're ready for it. But I would play back then though.
For sure. So
cause you can get away with a lot of stuff.
So somebody asks you, who is Lorenzo? What would you tell them?
I would tell them that like I'm a kid from Monroe. And I just played basketball for Monroe High School and from Albany, Georgia. So.
And when you think about all the support you had from just how you talked about your coach, your family, your friends, and all that, so what does it mean for you to just have all this support you having? Because I can see it. I can see it honestly.
It's great, just having like my family like that's gonna have my back for the rest of my life. So it's just great, like just having all of them just come out and just support, like their family member or their son, brother. It just feels great to just have like to just know that you have somebody in the stands that like that's cheering for you, like just wanting you like to just give your all. So it's just great just having them.
I think I got a few more tattoos than you, just a few more. But what does that tattoo mean to you?
This tattoo it means a lot, like, cause like this was like my best friend. Like when I first came like to Albany, like this was like the first person I met. His name was Trendell, and shout out him, man, long live him. He actually played basketball for Live Oak, the elementary school. He won a championship for them. So,
okay.
So like he died on a dirt bike. He broke his neck he had lost control. So, but like this just stick with me like everywhere I go, like every time that I play, like feel me, like I do it for him, and like he just stays with me. So it's crazy not having him here, but I miss him, and just long live him, man. I'm just continue like to just be great, and just thank the people that I have now. So just thank them for just being with me. So.
Shout out to him. My heart with you for real. And I really respect, you know what I'm saying, you got your boy on you, because I got the same thing. My boy Obai. Yeah. We was in Afghanistan together, and he passed away when we was deployed. So I do understand, you know, you always want to rep your boy, you know, all that respect like that. But I'm gonna let you leave with this. Is there any shout outs, anything that's on your mind, any shout outs you have right now before I let you get off this camera?
First, shout out to God, you know, for just waking me up, man. You know, he the person I thank every day. Another shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad, man, for just making me like a better man, like just building a kid that's gonna be striving for greatness for the rest of their life. And another thing is shout out to my coaches, my trainers who really stuck with me. Yeah. Coach Mike, who's on the NBA staff. I mean, not on the NBA staff, I'm tripping. On the Monroe staff, and another coach, I think he in Jacksonville, but his name NBA coach Terrence Ford. Okay. And like them guys just stuck with me, man. Like since I was in 3rd grade, like they built me up. Like they turned me to like a killer on that court.
Already,
they
man.
did, man.
So if we play 1-on-1 right now to 10, who's gonna be the score?
Oh, 10-0.
I'm gonna have to let it go. I'm gonna let this go, but I appreciate you, Lorenzo, coming on the pod, man. Thank you so much, man, for real, man.
Oh, yes,
you're gonna be doing great stuff in life.
So appreciate
but
that.
It won't be 10-0 though. It'll be 10-1. I'm gonna get a point though. But thank y'all, everybody, and we out of here.
Welcome to Snooty Podcast.